Your power only on Epic Radio 99.3 FM.
1xBet. Your game has no limits. In 1x
Epic
game section,
Radio.
you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each game is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1x Games, a world of games.
Epic Radio.
Wherever you are.
99.3. It's
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed their best. You know our music is rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress, bet your life we making headline in the foreign press. True, true. Lamba bombe fa, lamba roba, lamba de la de, tila loba, la domba. Dilana. We had a little riot in this town. The headline it got, you'll swear the whole island was burning down. But I had to laugh when a visitor turned and said, what the fuss about? This happens in New York every day. You know our sportsmen are rated amongst the best. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. All the lovely buildings which shows our progress. There's nothing about that in the foreign press. But a little shanty town. But if a man steal a mango or breeze blow up a woman dress.
C.S. Lewis once said the sun self can weak where it rise first in the morning and get a courage and strength as the day they go. And this means say today na a fresh chance for begin all over again. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube, and through our website at myepiconline.com. You can also listen to the show through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM inside Pujeon District. Mina, your host, Marion Precious George, and inside the show this morning, government signed MOU with So Afrique Lodge for construct 22,000 social housing units for civil servants them. And Ministry for Internal Affairs don't sign MOU with Freetown City Council and Police for the importation of FCC solid. The implementation, of the FCC solid and liquid waste collection bylaws 2024. And finally, President Bio appoints Professor Joe Edi Ali as Chancellor of the Eastern Technical University. All of the stories plus the review of various newspaper stories, them they inside the show this morning. And for joining me to discuss the issues, I get inside the studio Daniel Pewa and also get Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, and always a pleasure being here.
Okay.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners, and good morning, viewers on YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, straight off, we'll look at stories reported on the front pages. And we first take now the satellite newspaper. A very big banner headline reads, as Education Minister issues stern warning, government to criminalize exam malpractice. Another story, as SLFA president makes representation, fans welcome new Lone Star coach. And Youth Minister takes Pan-African stage at YPLS Africa Conference. And finally, government announces 2026 National Presidential Town Hall in McKinney. All of those stories and more you will get in the satellite newspaper.
With me, I get the Concord Times newspaper. Top story is EPA calls for collective action to tackle climate change. We also get on the front page, police receive rice backlog supply. Parliament approve service commission, local government service commission nominees, and then we also get Parliament ratify International Mediation Convention and death penalty abolition protocol. We also have Dr. Kali Musa Conte, the people's choice for APC National Secretary General. All of these stories and more, they in our Concord Times this morning.
And away from Concord Times, I take the Independent Observer newspaper. Top story, Freetown Port, a frontline defender against drug trafficking and maritime crime. And another story from Freetown to the House of Allah, a pilgrimage of faith, humanity, humility, and unexpected joy. And a big banner headline reads, Fatima Bio, culture and change. Finally, radical change, human face, the leadership Sierra Leone need next. All of the stories and more, they are the Independent Observer.
Premier News newspaper, banner headlines here, PCMH, maternal death down to 22%. Choitram Hospital restore sites to 1,678 in landmark cataract campaign. We do have rice bonanza for police. IGP Hale backlog cleared. We got gender minister champion child protection agenda, and on the bottom slide you have 352 million or just like Decas Bolijos. EU Parliament offers Sierra Leone a stark choice. A photo there of Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, and we have Senegalese woman remanded for possession of 1.8 kilogram of cocaine. All of these stories and more than a Premier News newspaper.
And away from Premier News, my final take now the Aoko newspaper. Top story, government signs $70 million Bumbuna expansion deal as it targets stable electricity by 2027. And also government targets inclusive digital economy through new technology reforms. And this is according to Minister Salima Ba. And cross-border trade is a powerful tool for economic growth and development. And this is according to resident Minister South. And Moyamba communities to benefit from 1.8 million euro agriculture and conservation investment. Finally, Parliament ratifies International Mediation Convention and death penalty abolition protocol. All of the stories and more you go get in the Aoko newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we deal with different issues inside the show this morning. And the first issue where we go take so far, now the one who side the government of Sierra Leone don't sign agreement with the Million Housing Develop So Afri Lodge for Bill 22,000 social housing units for civil servants them. And according to reports, the agreement was then signed at Dakar by the Ministries of Public Administration and Lands include mortgage mechanism, tailored and public servant, and part of, according to them, this is not part of President Bio in public sector reform agenda. Then say the project go facilitate by Sierra Leone Embassy in Senegal as part of one economic diplomacy strategy, where then say go make the So Afri Lodge deliver the units in phases and ensure compliance with standards and transfer technology for local professionals inside the country. 22,000 social housing units for civil servants, and we be done this from where the year around. I think it was last year, and now government and the ministries involved don't sign the memorandum of understanding for the construction of them house here. But there are key questions we need for ask. In all of this. You know, constructing these houses for civil servants, them waiting until. So although we be no say, na something where then therefore they pay for little by little. But how best or how affordable it will get for civil servants then, because we don't see so many, you know, houses where then the institutions then they build like the NASIT and all of those other ones, where the layman not able for afford, even civil servants and most times not able for afford those houses because they can quite expensive. Pewa.
A very logical one. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And so the irony is this. Over time or over the years since independence, there has been what they call low-cost housing facilities provided by previous administrations for civil servants, the earners, income earners, or the lower income earners. Unfortunately, we've seen where successive governments have sold, those structures to, either the cronies or the affluent or the powerful, as the case may be. Auntie Pigo agree with me, say, one of the menace where they plague this city, now housing, accommodation. If you see people dwelling under bridges in disaster-prone areas, going to mountainous areas, putting up their makeshift structures, it is as a result of inadequate housing facility. And if it is safe, the price is high. It's a very welcoming news, a laudable. The intent of it from the layman's perspective, including me, important, very, very important in making sure that people then live in their communities, we're dignified, we're healthy, where, government go able to provide the basic, like water, electricity, schools, community centers for recreational purposes, very, very important. But you ask one question or you give them a catch. Are those structures going to be another NASIT investments? Where from the day where they talk about you have been to Multi Magazine, Godrich, right? Yeah. Manuel Gray structures. Those ones, then in fact $1 then they ask for. And say me to pocket meet that one. Any nation we want for develop, that the well-being of its citizens. We mama them, we papa them, we uncle and auntie them don't work for successive governments since independence. They don't ever boast up. You talk about mortgage.
Yeah.
Other countries now that they fear the economy. Because when the person at the end of the day they pay, small by installment. By the time then they give a window period. By the time when they cover that span of period, you don't pay for them based on your income. But government in, government out, they don't turn blind eyes to then kind of facilities or basic accommodation for the civil servants then. So in all of this, what's important now for make sure say, in fact, quite recently there was one constructed along going to Toke, I don't know how they call it, and the place, they're very close to beside the policeman and the land. I don't know whether it is York, but I don't forget the geographical one. But it's important for the government to see, if you want to get an optimal output from your employee or your civil servants, be it police, be it soldier, be it public servant, anyone almost professionals. For make sure say the person in a healthy community.
Yes, Pewa.
And the person in income for resonates with waiting they pay for that host day over time. So if you see everybody now, as he gets smart, he said to go buy one bag cement, like put up, because past like we were lucky, but some landlords then landlady then they, you go see small veranda. Sometimes, he make a partition, like a cubicle, they ask for $1. So that a very laudable venture for let governments embark on 22,000 housing facilities on a cost, kind of mortgage, payment. I think it's laudable. But the question again, I want to reiterate, the question is, are those structures going to be another NACIT investment, which we have not seen any, tangible benefits for the ordinary man?
Yes, and now, Mark, come to Reginald. Yeah, we discussed the issue of government quarters some time back, where a lot of them, either government officials don't sell them to private people, or some people don't claim the quarters them. And where government's not able for retrieve, and we don't go back and forth with that conversation, they for able for know the way forward. But it seems as if the country don't lost a huge percentage of quarters where, civil servants them they occupy. Now, looking at another, development, upcoming developments for construct 22,000 housing facility for civil servants them. How, what do you think say go be the guarantee, say, if this come back, it not go happen as the government quarter will happen over the years?
Thank you very much, Marion. There is a lot of questions where they run through my mind whilst my senior colleague Daniel Pewa be making submission. I've been one for really be optimistic, but again, I say no, la hold and force for some time and see. Because, in this country, like you rightly say, we've had or seen something like this before. And most of the time, I would say the rightful beneficiaries, they're not the benefits for them. For example, the estates we Daniel Pewa will talk about, Reggie Manuel Guez, we all been say, Alex, it was a very good idea. But again, how many people are able to afford a basic flat yonder? So again, there is a lot of questions we come to mind. You talk about the government quarters. These were quarters of the government, local houses have been there before in this country, even before we were born and all. Now, majority of these local houses have been sold. In fact, they're not there against safe. People and one of the major challenges right now where Sierra Leoneans is going to go through is housing. Nobody regulates them. You check for one room now, Marion will tell you about 15,000 new loans, maximum 10 million. That will depend back by the year. So then it's non-negotiable. Women power now 25, 30 million. Where the minimum wage is 1.2, where you save that amount say for a year. They're able for pay 1 year house rent. So it is extremely difficult. And we all know cost the money where they pay civil servants is ridiculously low. It's very, very low. It's sometimes I can ask myself how them people are so they cope. Most of them they get below 2,000. Most of them, the one that we say we get different classes in the civil service. Of course, you get the PS, the one that we did another professional class, the one that we did another. The one within that, I would say that average class and all, maybe office assistant, messenger and all. Some of them are receiving, maybe now that the minimum wage is 1.2, but at the time and the way the minimum wage without that, they were receiving less than 1,000 before. Now maybe they don't increase them because government don't say the minimum wage don't go up. So again, these houses that they are going to build, well, I don't know it's a way go for day. Are they going to be available to the rightful beneficiaries? Can they afford it? These are things that we need for taking place. Because they know people like Nadan Nasit house as well, see where them build. At the end of the day now, you go there right now for one flat, the money that they tell you, just the commodity. Now make it's difficult to see Sierra Leone and themselves they live there. Most of the people away they go take apartment there. Now people away now foreigners and they go inside maybe for some days and commodity. So we have to look at all of those things. Are we really doing this for these people? Can they afford it? What are the mechanisms they will don't put in place? Where to the land from the local houses they will don't get? Where to the land from the government quarters they will be don't get before? So these are all things that we should learn. Okay. We should look at some of those things and see how we can get better something where at least the least civil servants can able to afford them. Say, okay, from this military salary, this 9 in the court, and he gets finds a way to lay it. If not, I'm afraid I don't want to really be optimistic about something where if all those things that I've mentioned here are not or they not consider them. I
Yeah.
think it will be a challenge.
Talking about fine side for lay aid, I talked to somebody last week and they talk about Sierra Leone as it don't in the country for quite some time now, and it's difficult for me to see people that we go refer to as high class. Like other countries, they go see some set of people and then get fine, you know, side and they live, then get, you know, they're not rich, but they
At the average.
yes, then the average, and then they can be referred to as high class people. But in Sierra Leone, it seems as if
Or middle class.
or middle class, or most of the people them where they around in the country, they are struggling.
Exactly, and now the thing that make it worse because the amount of people with the middle class, in fact, they way boku pass even the one with the high class or the one with the low class. So it's indeed a challenge. Now nobody no go shy away from and all my own. Now it's really sad that all of those things are. I mean, one thing where government really need for look into now this housing sector. Let them look into that. If they not regulate, on the rate at which prices they go up for houses then now, it not make the corruption so boku because the person not able for survive for pay the house and they with just in salary where they pay. It get will create another legal means for acquire money so that you go able for pay. So
It's not just about the corruption, but in terms of fighting the drug menace as well.
Exactly. So these are things that need to be considered. If not, I'm afraid because the rates at which things they go up. Some of them don't even take money in loans. They will tell you in dollars. And all. And nobody regulates it. When they tell you say not so you bill for me. So and majority of them. Some of them, the host themselves, they don't bill. Not to new host there. Now, host there, they don't bill. Long time. Now, they take advantage of the situation. So, I think this is something that we really need to look into going forward so that we can for amend.
Yes, but a quick one on this.
I think we know the land from other countries. We politicians then can go then they see. Okay, don't forget about East Africa. Look, Ghana, there is a place called East Legon.
Yeah.
Like when the city don't big, then they make an
Additional.
an extension to the city. What I find very surprising, then get the Nasit investment place there. One tell who they not Ghana, one for its, you know, Salomon for in Casada leaf business, one for its Casada leaf. But forget them, we no be know who say forget them. So we call one with friend from Norway. Now he connect you with a auntie for go eat there. Auntie, wait I go see yonder. Me I forget say na other country in capital city I come out. Everything structure. If you see inside that mommy day, how comfortable the place was. And not for say now then 20 waiting for a whole estate. And they talk about fusion. Now I can call fusion. Money man there. Well less money man there.
Get duplex.
You don't understand it.
Yeah.
Now money, the first way they would have take me matter pencil. You know, we're not able for separate decent environment. I would have.
Is that possible again? Especially now the Freetown city.
Government get it trend. Today they want for.
But it don't tell them that they plan something like this. Government do they plan for a long time now. What it seems not working.
Well, it comes to the sincerity of the politicians.
Okay.
If they're sincere, they're honest and committed to them promises to the people, then can do it.
Okay, yeah. More move to another topic, quick one. And Usai, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and don't sign a memorandum of understanding with Freetown City Council and the Salone Police for enforce the Council 2024 Waste Collection bylaw. The agreements then say create framework for interagency cooperation on enforcement, investigation, arrest, and public order, while emphasizing public education before penalties. Back up by Joint Security Task Force, they say the partnership aim for tackle Freetown long-standing waste challenges. And Usai, the mayor, our worship Yvonne Akisoya call and key step towards cleaner and healthier city. Talking about bylaws, we already have existing bylaws before now. And now, City Council, they sign memorandum of understanding with the Ministry for Internal Affairs and the police for enforce them bylaw them as if like the Freetown City Council not get the Metropolitan Police or, the manpower not enough for do the work.
very unfortunate because not to the first 10 days. In fact, it has now become a cliche. One thing they talk about monotonous every now and then bylaws, but the laws are there. Yesterday I go buy drink, now one nearby pub, I meet the man, they buy cigarettes. We buy the cigarette now, ask for lighter. Right in the middle of, we'll be needed. Now a lighting cigarette, they puff am. Law day, not for say law, no day. I think say they don't pass that law.
Tobacco, nicotine
Act. Yes, you understand.
Control Act.
But would that they implement it? Would that they enforce the law? The police. But it is as if nobody cares. The dirty, of course, we were in a free tongue. From Musa I take bike to ya, I see pass almost pile of garbage across all the streets that we pass. So it's sad. I remember before the mayor they become, who she is today or what she is today, what thing be happen? There was a unit on the State House immediately after Ebola. I think they call them presidential recovery something.
Initiative something.
I heard Auntie Yvonne on a radio say government don't get 3 billion leons, all leons trade for clean Freetown. And he make a promise. He say go clean for Ogugu Bridge, take go na Levuma Beach. I heard her say that. While they don't have a bed, I'm glad it turned out to be another thing. We don't talk about urban resilience, urban clean Freetown, this, a lot of others. So we see this as another promise where at the end of the day, we are not being pessimistic. But over time, we don't hear monotonously with this, with that. As we speak, if you go to the main city hall building, not only by Centenary House, outside the new edifice, outside them right now, you go see where septic, the tank, the leak some side, water the can at the surface of the street, we get pungent smell.
And you have the Metropolitan Police
yes.
all over there.
Then they collect jots or due or ticket money from, even the hawkers. The one that we they pedal, the one that we get tables, then they collect money from them. Even on Sundays, we're going to PZ. It is an eyesore. So again, the sincerity of them promises. But until he said this time around, and the partner with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, we get control over the police. Let's see. So, but what's important in all of this? We cannot blame Auntie Yvonne in its entirety for the problem.
So who is to be blamed?
Me and you too. Yesterday at the worker along West Street, one school lady inside in uniform. I don't know what it means. It's the paper or the plastic or everything at the gutter I dump out.
Okay.
I say, sister.
So this means the government they spend money in the sector, but people keep doing the same thing where we make the problem not solve.
And they always talk and say the law.
Okay.
You know what you mean? God put the 10 Commandments because he knows a law. Now go able control. Look, the Western world and other African, nations where they admire so today. Now because the laws are working, they are being implemented to the fullest. When you regulate somebody in behavior, as a mistake, you apply the law, you punish them. Now they go tell him family or party, then I'll say yes. You know for do this. So in all of this, no matter how we fight for control the dirty, if the laws are not being enforced or implemented, now another talk show.
Reginald.
Yes, I think I will start from inside my senior stop, which has to deal with the implementation. Laws, the laws, in fact, they are not relatively new from the one way we done day before. These were laws that were here. We get clear, frontage, and all of those other things. These were laws. We go with sanctions. We go with sometimes jail terms, and all of those other things. So seeing this one again, it's no different. I think when it comes to this, Marion, there's a two-way approach. Of course, partially I would say the city council, we have them responsibility for ensuring the city is clean. They get like 60 or 65% of the problem or the for solve, and then I would say 35% goes to us, the citizens of this country. Up till now, Marion, one thing I can always commend both for now the level of cleaning we both clean. I go both some weeks back for go watch the Salon game. I think it was relatively last week, this Saturday that we passed. I went there that Saturday, Mario, and there was a cleaning exercise. In fact, no motorbike not be the move.
Yes, they are still practicing.
No motorbike not be the move. For some time now, waka.
Last Saturday of February.
And in fact, if we come and say, you know, you hardly see people moving around and all. Everybody be clean. You hardly see paper and gone. The place was so clean. I was amazed until Usadi knew they don't renovate also the clock tower now. So it was so I'm good for watch. And I make and this thing not happen by coincidence. So from where I've been small until now, Bo has been clean. Devoid the fact that whether it's APC running power or SLPP kind of power, Bo don't clean. So Bo is a very big place as well. So have we really learned as to why Bo is very clean? I will tell you one of the simple reasons. One thing that we know now because the people that we did it accept say we for be clean, we for be decent.
They take responsibility.
Exactly, Mayon.
That is it.
They're not a throw.
Banana peel.
Any sign no more, it's no more. No. In fact, when that person see you, it didn't the trap you say go pick and
yes.
It don't happen. We don't go now this place, box mix, then go one place where they call box points or so. We go eat at the restaurant. My friend buy apple cider. We don't do it just any man tell us if I go pick and
Future man, eh?
Yes. Yeah, we are coming home. It's a colleague.
With the Plutonians now we get issues.
Because
He go pick them,
discipline no day.
He go pick them.
90% of
and when
no
he pick them now, then show him side for deposit them. So now that kind of mentality they now for embrace as a citizen. This is not about politics. Your civic responsibility says everything. You don't go eat and then you hold paper almost so you go dispose them.
Government.
Put an if you don't get back safe, all an you hand. Me now why buy over in my own. They didn't have me bag in pocket. I will put
and interestingly, the dirty them way the rain can wash can down the city. Now people and they put an
exactly.
Now people and they put an
and I think Mayon, I will tell you, devoid any bylaws what we make. If we don't work on that mentality, that
self-discipline,
you know the be result. And again, here comes in now. I think council now for or government need for think about some of those things that can be recycled.
Okay.
See how we able for make recycle things and for them plastic, other things there, so that to go reduce that. But it has to deal with self-discipline so that to go able for clear this menace now we continue.
Okay, before we take our last story and pick calls, make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go recover? Now this make you need J-Man Insurance. They know them for fast claim payment, so you go get back to your business without any stress. Plus, them premiums were very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them na number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. Also, you want one natural tea where they refresh your body, you do look for something where healthy and gentle on digestion. You want that tea where they make you feel fresh all day. Our tea, now the answer, they make them with naturally grown tea leaf and a healthy, refreshing and easy on digestion. With 100 tea bag inside every pack, you always get more for enjoy and share with other people. Our tea, natural freshness inside every sip we take. And this message they come out from Kyle. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and quickly before we pick calls, President Julius Maada Bio appoints renowned historian and academic Professor Joe Eddy Ali as Chancellor of the Eastern Technical University. And according to, a letter we come out in a state house signed by the Secretary of President, Baba Fortune, the appointment, they make them in accordance with Section 7.1 of the University Act number 5 of 2021. And Professor Joe Eddy Ali, of course, now one of the country's most respected scholar, and they expect him at the end of the day for provide leadership and guidance to the institution as it continue for expand higher education opportunities in the country. And of course, we know say Professor Joe Eddy Ali quite recently retired from the University of Sierra Leone as lecturer, and Ebedon Day, of course, a lot of people don't celebrate him. They don't go on various radio interviews, including Epic Radio. Don't can I also for several times, and now President Bio thought and fit say even if you don't retire as a lecturer, it's still useful in society. We make a decide for GAM a new position as the Chancellor of the Eastern Technical University. Per, a quick one on this.
So, make I tell Ali, make I congratulate him on the new assignment, and also tell thank you to the president for the recognize this outstanding and distinguished personality. We go school. I think most of us don't read, a handwork in terms of history and the like.
Yeah.
In commitment and contribution to education, for me, a top-notch one. I think we serve that institution with the pedigree we Sierra Leoneans they're known for, and at the same time it will also make the people of Sierra Leone proud, but more particularly so the Eastern Technical University. Pa Ali, like you say, he has written, many books, and those in the social science world have learned, his outstanding, work in terms of, not just in the lecture room, but even the materials that we don't publish over time. They wish say it will succeed, because education is not the only thing that this country will go make. And then one thing we will not forget, people then they say history, whatnot. But no, history. The importance of history is this: the mistake where other people then don't do yesterday, you can able for correct and today if you are told, based on the information then the way historians then they provide. So it's very important for we also understand, say, an educated nation, an informed nation is an educated nation. An educated nation is an informed nation. Because if you want for the country better, the first thing we they do now the human capital development, forward, so that at the end of the Brian we see there, so no matter what, nobody know they count 201 million to sell kush for me, because it has a ramification because of he get the awareness, he is informed. Not for saying a book go make you gently, but it helps you, to succeed in many other areas in life. So it's important for that we embrace AD Ali in work, and at the same time let the university get the support, let the people then get the support, so that the work we don't do now, the university all these years it will exemplify and back now the university of
Yes,
Eastern Technical University.
I think I just say congratulations to him. I see his appointment was widely celebrated by Sierra Leoneans devoid of the political party, based on the fact that now somebody where we all know how much contribution he don't make now the educational sector, anyway still they make input very much value. One of the solid historians they will get now this country, and I think him going to the Eastern Technical University will also make a lasting impact there. It's somebody we may not get no doubt in. And now the president a mandate for hire and fire. So I think it has pleased His Excellency, and for the very first time or in a long while, I see so many congratulatory messages coming from people across the globe when I say Alone and them commending the president for such an appointment. And also let's see the impact he will make there, and I hope that he will get the support we need from the other staff where they work there, because you can get the ideas, but if you not get if you not get the support from the other staff, then you're not able to succeed. So I hope they will give him an open arm so that he go able to work in the interest of the university, and he will transform the university forward.
Okay, we repeat calls now. We get with first caller on the phone. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Your name outside the call
Good
from?
morning. Now, Paconte, the call from Upgon.
Go ahead, Paconte.
I tell you now, 2020 on at the educatory. You see this clinic, we get the problem. What person drink water, just the throw him. It drink something, it just the first thing not possible. You take something, even a gun, then they hold you. What do you see them hold you? Now put lock on a day they go court. You they go court, stay you tired. But now this politics don't spoil everything. As person do something no more, he call, he say, hey, left arm. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution inside the show regarding issues we don't discuss inside the second segment. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yes, your name outside the call from.
Fadi the Lion.
Yeah, the Lion. Go ahead.
Allah help in the country. You see, this cleaning way people in the talk about so, are the one that no more way people in the hotel. We don't get people that we don't hold big position, even to vice presidents. The sweep na street of England. The sweep na street of England. You see, one thing people like if you realize, is still also way people in the make for so, these dirty people in the make for so, na real gem. You see, one thing we make people like say no more, Salomon and everybody and then push over the way they get and dirty. Who side for go through it? But una go the interview like una na journalist, the one the way they Ola will borrow, una ask them for go through in a moment. But the kind money where they pay for go through in that place there, for go through in that moment there. That you they pay money and when they say you know, I can one and all.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's so sad. But that dirty, it get manyonde, that dirty is what we make for so. It get manyonde.
Thank you.
Where people in the plant farm, where the plant.
Thank you so much. We must stick to 1 minute call time because we want to pick as much calls as possible. We'll take messages on Facebook. Albert Fuji says it's true that the bylaws, the laws are there, but they are not effectively implemented. And also Mohamed Conte says it is concerning that the environment continues to sell the government continues to sell public properties that have served the nation for decades, and we are originally built to during the colonial era. Well, this is not too clear. Take more calls inside the show. 079994993. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Epic. Good morning.
Yes, your name outside the call from. Hello. Hello?
The doctrine of this free town, they for regulated Indian companies where they produce plastic there. Plastic bottle now, or other plastic now, they for regulated, then they pick and back and use it for recycle. So the doctrine business will less than free town. If not to that, let me what they do. No doctrine will do. 99% of the doctrine of free town are plastic.
Okay, thank you. So I take this text message again. Now we inbox. It's say from Mohamed Conte, and it reads, it is concerning that the government continues to sell public properties that have served the nation for decades and were originally built during the colonial period for government civil servants. They say the justification often give is that these properties are dilapidated, outdated, or poorly managed. However, in my view, the sale of the low-cost housing units was one of the most misguided decisions made by President Ahmed Tijan Kaba during his time in office. It's rather than selling these public assets, efforts could have been made to rehabilitate and preserve them for future generations. May we pick other call? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name outside the call from.
I'm Kevin Smith. I'm joining from Dwazak.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking about the topic under discussion.
Yeah.
You know, this debt business, I don't think these laws have been implicated in Freetown. You know, I just came to Freetown, I bought a bottle of water, and I saw so many debt on the street, but I couldn't put it on the ground because I feared that if I do that, I could be arrested. So I kept that debt in my hand until I can reach to my destination before I can place it somewhere. So I think the government too should have put a trash can on various junction that when people see it, they won't put debt on the street and they place that debt in a can.
Okay.
So I think the government too need to do our best to see our best to handle the debt situation.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll pick 3 more calls and we wrap up the show, but quickly, make I ask you one simple question. If something happened to your business or property today, how fast you go able for recover? Now, this make you need J-Man insurance. They know them for fast claims payment, so you go get back to business without any stress. Plus, the premiums were very affordable and flexible, so it'll work for you. Call them on 088-220-137 or visit them na number 2 Adelaide Street and get insured today. J-Man Insurance, them trustworthy and professional. We'll pick another call. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, your name outside the call from?
Ibrahim from Asalu.
Ibrahim, go ahead.
and not a cookie out of a lot of one also finally for to go to the small. That is a very positive. This contribution so we look to right care for you. You also not see and still out there, what you can live afford. You know, just the majority of people and poor. Even at another country out there, what you can live for. Where they still are access, still out the people live afford.
Okay.
Well, living out the people live for.
Thank you. Two more calls, 079-994-993, now the number for call inside the show. And the show is the second segment of the Epic morning show. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Yeah, me na Paconte, they call him on the top.
Paconte, go ahead.
Yeah. You know the problem at this whole country, one thing we would remember, what they say, when they say it's not government property, when they have power, you get the access for get money for buy within your own private property, what for me. What they put in a put in a government property. For now, when they ask most of the journalists, they may say, go no. Lagos house in Akisi, now no to government accident. Who government will say that Lagos house in Akisi? Then got to open say on what they call OAU village. They like today. One create site small side no left away na government. They don't see around all to themselves. When they say when they get money for buy private property for themselves, the government property for picking them tomorrow for we will going to say this and then we'll go for try for develop the country for the.
Thank you. One more call and we wrap up the show. 079-994-993. Now the number for call inside the show. Hello, your name outside the call from?
My name side that we call from.
Side, go ahead.
People, when we talk about grading the investments for which there was nothing wrong in that investment there. For NASI, we talk and say, they get two types of investment. Investments where they give them higher returns, and the other way they give them perhaps lower returns, where not for the ordinary man. So, if we are going to pay people over the years, if we are not invest a certain thing where you give returns, where the money, the fund, they grow and grow big, when things go reach, perhaps I will get disaster to pay the people the pension. So I think that one of the things that one way they may decide to invest and that kind of category because investment only be safe for the ordinary person. Ordinary person wants to go able to get and look at housing.
Okay. Thank you. Well, talking about the investments now, the regime Manuel Gray, I will tell you for over the years you have houses in that particular estate or so we don't empty.
They have not been occupied.
They're not occupied for how many years? So is that proper investment at the end of the day? It is not proper investment. Why not, come down to the layman level and do the same? And at the end of the day, you get that money, then they back and invest them.
And then Marion, you see, my brother Saido, I mean, you have a valid point, but my issue with the investment is this. Now the contributors. Now, my money they contribute to NASIT. If NASIT in position for ensure say upon retirement, I forget an affordable housing, where I don't pay over time the mortgage and I don't finish payment for that structure there. I for no say yes. I work for government and I don't get what I want. I don't get assets at the end of the day. Now motivation for other contributors for letting them comply, going forward. Even in the informal sector. Like in fact, I tell them boku thank you because what's important in this discussion, now the fact say the person after retirement, if forget a dignified accommodation, it no matter the size, but in as much as you go invest 50,000 Leon on something, it did no customer no can take, it don't take 5 years. And they also depreciate because weapons they depreciate.
Okay.
Even though economists then they say why is it they appreciate, but I mean the structure itself is the weakening. So in all of this, I think say Nasi get for come, and not the only investment that one the way Nasi don't do. They did it. There is one in Bo. I don't know of Kenny.
And it's
McKinney.
not doing
There is
well.
one in
The one in
now Bush not the one about the ski as midway.
He not they do well. So
the one at Kennyman. Now Bush don't cover around. So I think say then go for revisit that investment day again. And the sad reality on the part of government. Now you're coming to say you don't say, tell we say they be 22,000 houses. No, so the existing one they don't sell them. Then structures then are hill station, then presidential villa they with them in build in the 80s. They don't sell all things.
That was my earlier question.
So for us, I don't think say government safe. They think about the welfare of employees there or the public servants there. Because at the end of the day, the one that were politically connected or economically affluent, now then they benefit from their structures then they. Now somebody they talk. In fact, Brian has repeated this like 3 times. Who are the build the one? Who are going to be the beneficiaries? Sometimes by we see
the set of civil servants.
The set of civil servants. What is going to be selection criteria at the end of the day? Say, okay, Auntie Marion or Uncle Brian, you will be qualified to get, and Daniel Espewa will not be qualified. Waiting will be selection criteria. I mean, important. Then also there was a structure there were structures. At Aberdeen roundabout. Where we go school in those days? Then they called it dance troop. Government don't sell all that one day. I think I've been partners, then sell all that one day. Sadly, there is a place at Tembe Town called Dirty Box. There was another garbage point at Dundas Street Junction by Louis Street. Sanders Street,
yeah,
no, Dundas Street. Yeah, Dundas Street. There was another one at Coal Farm.
Oh, say all the Dirty Box they don't sell.
They don't sell all. So, and then like other library, that I say common library. By convention, city council forget trash can on most of them poles then along the street. So if you wear the smoke or you wear the drink cold water, as you drink cold water, the plastic, the whole and the yante where you reach at that point is you drop them. But government don't sell success. Either local council or central government don't sell all things. Where do you expect Patamba for go put in dirty way don't generate at the end of the day?
Thank you, Reginald. Quickly.
Thanks to the callers for their contribution at the program. I think that's exactly what we want for it from them. Some of these conversations are not political conversation. And I think, Nanani, most of the time in the way we can get in conversation, so a lot of people in they know they look at from that Sierra Leonean perspective, then they look at them from a lens of politics and all. Some of these things are not politics because at the end of the day, me and you, the ordinary citizen, now we they affect. The people that way they live, the politicians, they live in a very, very decent environment. They're not restrained. Wait till they discuss about so housing, this, that. Some of them get houses. But me and you sometimes we not even get to your houses and then house get to the pay. And no, we have to take these things into consideration rather than just thinking about it's hard for say some man don't take 5, 10, 15, 20 years behind politics. Up to now, not get no reward, but yet still he's still fighting. When you hear about politics, you go calm there and all. Now this country, I make an last time. Somebody go take with country in flag, Iban are gone. Nobody speak, nobody know the whole you. Take SLPP flag or APC flag, massive na PZ. Let's see how many people they come at you. So I ask the question: who side we interested?
And allegiances.
Is it or we allegiance? Is it so we political parties or the country? And I think it should be the other way around. It should be Sierra Leone first, and every other thing will come later. Okay. I think the time where we get that thinking, that perception, every single thing they change, Marion. But up till now, we are struggling to get there. We are just hopeful that one day, maybe that the surging prayer for this country will come to pass.
Yeah, for be 2007.
Now, no, they take and beyond.
Auntie Marion, tell the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School, let them reintroduce what they call civic educational school.
They don't reintroduce according to them.
Yes. If they don't introduce let them reinforce more nationalism, patriotism. Yes, I they take care of country property, not to human and Papa property no more for the take care of the national asset. I for control.
Thank you so much, Daniel Pewa and Reginald, for joining the show this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder give technical support at the studio. Abubakar Bendu and Soisi Semiko Nasu live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show na Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojuku Tusoya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious, George say, do have a splendid day and tata.